Why do the Security and Exchange Commission and Ripple want the case to end? Was there a mistake done by the Commission? Will XRP price continue to move up with the Federal Open Market Committee meeting? What is in store? Stay tuned till the end of the video to find out. But first, we are giving away 50 XRP coins at the end of the month. All you need to do is to like the video, subscribe, and comment your thoughts on XRP in the comments section. Welcome back XRP Army. Let's grow the XRP Lab community by pressing the like button and subscribing to this channel to stay updated at all times. Ripple Labs and the United States Securities and Exchange Commission have both requested that an urgent decision be made by a federal court over whether or not the sale of XRP by Ripple violates the rules governing securities transactions in the United States. Both Ripple and the Securities and Exchange Commission have, in separate applications that were both submitted on Saturday to the United States District Court for the Southern District of New York, asked for a summary judgment to be issued. A request for a summary judgment is made to the court when one of the parties concerned considers that there is sufficient evidence at hand to render a decision without the need of continuing with the trial. In December 2020, the Securities and Exchange Commission filed a lawsuit against Ripple Labs, Executive Brad Garlinghouse, and Chairman Chris Larsen over allegations that the company had raised over $1.3 billion by selling XRP in unregistered securities transactions. The lawsuit was filed a day before former Chairman Jay Clayton stepped down from the role. Ripple argued that XRP sales and trading did not fit the criteria of the Howey test, which is a U.S. Supreme Court decision that has served as a tool to judge whether something is a security for the previous few decades. Ripple, for its part, presented a number of points, one of which was that there was no contract between the firm and XRP investors and that there was no common enterprise, which is one of the prerequisites outlined in Howey. The filing of the Ripple and Securities and Exchange Commission motions brought about mostly positive sentiment from the XRP community, with one Twitter user believing, "The end is near." According to John Deaton, the United States Securities and Exchange Commission committed a serious misjudgment when it recently submitted its request for a summary judgment in the case it is prosecuting against Ripple Labs. Deaton said in a tweet that the Securities and Exchange Commission move for summary judgment includes no references from any experts making the point that XRP acts as security by depending on the efforts of Ripple for its performance. What, without a doubt, is the most glaring thing missing from the Securities and Exchange Commission motion for summary judgment? There is no expert testimony presented by the Securities and Exchange Commission that claims XRP holders relied on the expertise, skill, or management of the Ripple team in order to acquire XRP, nor is there any expert testimony presented by the Securities and Exchange Commission that claims XRP holders were led astray by promises and inducements made by Ripple. Deaton further claims that the Securities and Exchange Commission does not make any effort to demonstrate that Ripple has anything to do with the XRP ledger, which is the blockchain that XRP was originally designed for. Some people have interpreted the filings as a sign that a settlement might be on the horizon, and other legal professionals have speculated that it could take place at some point in the month of November. However, Deaton remains skeptical and maintains that the filings are not always an indication that the conclusion of the lawsuit is getting closer. What do you think is the end of the lawsuit near? What did Deaton say before about a settlement? Do you know anything about it? This is not the first time that Deaton has provided commentary on a settlement regarding the dispute between Ripple and the Securities and Exchange Commission. According to details that were reported by the Crypto Basic, Deaton pointed out that if the Securities and Exchange Commission is compelled to surrender the drafts of William Hinman's 2018 speech, the Commission might be compelled to settle with Ripple rather than surrender the documents. In addition, the meeting of the U.S. Federal Reserve will be an extremely important factor for the whole of the U.S. stock market as well as the cryptocurrency market. The meeting of the Federal Open Market Committee to discuss the rate rise will determine the price movements of the top cryptocurrencies in the future. The impending increase in the federal funds rate puts Ethereum, Bitcoin, and XRP under pressure. However, this might change if the much-anticipated increase in the basis point rate to 0.75% is authorized. Despite the fall in U.S. stock prices in advance of the meeting of the Federal Open Market Committee, the price of XRP has increased by more than 8%, and it is now leading the recovery phase among the biggest projects operating in the cryptocurrency market. According to data provided by CoinMarketCap, the value of XRP has seen a significant increase of more than 10% and is reportedly trading at 40 cents. It would seem that the significant increase occurred shortly after Ripple filed a filing to the Security and Exchange Commission, in which the company mentioned that XRP was not secure to the relevant authorities. Ripple has made it clear that its native token, XRP, cannot be classified as a security. This is due to the fact that Ripple does not offer investors the right to act in interest, which is the primary condition for anything to be considered an investment contract. What do you think about this? The cryptocurrency market has just emerged from its winter doldrums and begun moving towards its recovery phase. The choices that will be made at the Federal Open Market Committee meeting tomorrow will have a huge influence on the cryptocurrency market. However, no one knows how long the recovery session will continue because of this. If the rate increase is 75 basis points, as desired by the industry, the cryptocurrency market will continue to show signs of positivity. On the other hand, there are experts who believe that the Federal Reserve will raise interest rates by 100 basis points, which would produce a negative trend for the whole business as well as the cryptocurrency market. Imagine that the Federal Open Market Committee meeting does not result in any unanticipated developments for the market or investors. If this is the case, then it is anticipated that the rebound rally will continue for some more time and have a constructive effect on the market. Also, someone is attempting to promote XRP. The official Twitter account of the cryptocurrency exchange CoinDCX, which is situated in India, has been hacked, and the exploiters have used it to tweet phony promotions for XRP along with phishing links in an effort to defraud the followers of the exchange. As a response to the hack, the official customer service handle of CoinDCX identified the vulnerability and issued a warning to its customers, instructing them not to interact with any links or messages that originated from the hijacked account. The exchange claims that they are actively attempting to retrieve the account and that they will very soon be providing their followers with updates on the situation. For the time being, the cybercriminals were attempting to make it appear that their fraud was genuine by retweeting official postings made by Ripple Labs founder Brad Garlinghouse. While they are doing this, the con artists react to crypto tweets with links to other scams. Users who access the account and click on the links that are placed there put themselves in danger of having their assets stolen by the hacker. So do not get into that. The Twitter account of one of the Big Four accounting firms, PwC Venezuela, was also compromised and flooded with fake XRP token giveaways and was filled with phishing links to a fraudulent Ripple event using Garlinghouse images as their thumbnails earlier this month. On the same day, a fake Elon Musk giveaway was being promoted on the official YouTube channel that is operated by the South Korean government. After being hacked, the account was changed to SpaceX Invest and began posting phony videos in which Musk was purportedly discussing cryptocurrencies. Subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and make sure to comment your thoughts on XRP in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. And before you go, there are 2 videos waiting for you at the end of this video. Make sure to watch those. Have a good one.